looks more like a chocolate. It is chocolate, man. It's very bitter, rubbery, heavy, like very heavy flavor.
Let's go. Okay, so we are going for a special coffee tour. This time we are not going to the coffee shops, but we decided to figure out what's the quality of the coffee on the gas stations. So we picked 5 of them, and let's take a car and let's drive. So join us. Okay, so the original plan was to take this challenge on the way to Prague, from Brno to Prague. But since today we had a special time with our coffee expert Tomo, and we want him to be part of this challenge, so we will do it around Brno.
I'm excited and scared. Okay, we are riding.
Number 1, Shell. Okay, so here is the plan for the challenge. On every station, we'll order espresso and cappuccino. I will be the guy who will be ordering and kind of going inside, and Tomo will wait, and he will be there to evaluate. And what we are curious to know is how far these coffees will be from what we are used to in the specialty coffee shop. I have to admit, getting the coffee from the machine is quite a complicated process, so I struggled to get a cappuccino at the first time, but I have an espresso for you. So it's like the 100% Arabica. Espresso, the smallest espresso they have there.
Actually, for a start, it's not that bad. Just so you know, it tastes really like a milk chocolate and roasted nuts. And there is hints of fruitiness as well, which is surprising. And to be honest, there is not much ashy or burnt aftertaste. 1
to 10, which 10 would be the specialty espresso in a really nice coffee shop. How would you rank it?
I would give this 8.
Wow, it's a big start. That's a big start.
That's a good start.
So the cappuccino from Shell Cafe.
Ooh, be careful because there is like a lot of foam, super thick, like this thick, and then there is like super hot coffee with milk, and it tastes dry and bitter. It's not so nice. Like it's 5.5 maybe.
Gas station number 1. We have 4 more to go. Next one is very close, it's just over there. Number 2, OMV. We are going for the second coffee. It's on OMV, and they have also their own kind of like the cafe system within the OMV, which is called VIVA. So that's probably the coffee we will be tasting. Okay, so I have a coffee for you, so espresso.
Oh man, this is gonna be hard. It smells really bitter, a lot of rubber. It smells like heavy Robusta. Oh, the smell is awful.
It's okay, you don't need to drink more.
No,
it's okay.
This is very heavy.
Kind of when you are really driving, you are desperate, you falling asleep, so it's kind of like what really kicks you out of your seat, right?
I would give this like 3 out of 10.
I want to try. I don't want to try. Here's a cappuccino.
I drank only foam. There is so much foam that I didn't drink any coffee. It's like bitter milk with hint of coffee. This is like 3.5. 3.5.
We also asked, or you asked actually, about the coffee options, and there on the menu there are the 100% Arabica. The shop assistant didn't have a clue, so he said like there is basically only one coffee we can order. So that was kind of more like the basic coffee, which was a little bit cheaper, you know, than the previous one. Okay, let's go. This video will be sponsored by European Coffee Trip mobile app, because I'm 100% sure any coffee shop on the mobile app will be better than any gas station experience. It might not be always available, but sometimes still it's worth the extra drive. Number 3, EuroOil. Espresso and cappuccino.
It smells like cacao, rubber, and like woody paper or something. It's super bitter, like a heavy bitter Robusta with some sugar. 3
out of 10.
This is the cappuccino, but it looks more like a chocolate. It is chocolate, man.
It's chocolate.
It is chocolate.
But we pressed cappuccino, right?
Well, what is it, man? It tastes like mocha, like chocolate with coffee and sugar and milk. Really? This is not cappuccino. Disqualified.
Disqualified. 3 times coffee, 3 times espresso and cappuccino. You have 2 more to go. What's your energy level from 1 to 10, Tomo?
Like 6.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
6.
Number 4, BENZINA.
It's the largest from the past 3, 4. Of course, it's watery, really ashy, like a smoky, like a cigarette taste. Yeah, it tastes like super bitter, like something with Robusta and Arabica, some blend. No acidity or any like other flavors than bitterness. So for me, like 2.5, 2.
Okay, one of the worst, yeah?
Yeah, it's definitely not espresso. It's more like lungo. Okay. So also because of this, like it's the most distant drink from what we had from espresso.
Let's move to the cappuccino.
And beautiful cappuccino. So far, one of the worst froths. Like
on the other hand, I have to say, like there was a cappuccino which traditionally had much more froth, and there was the flat white option. Or latte option that I suppose would be like less foamy, less frothy.
It tastes more like latte, like there's a lot of milk, so it's like a very soft cappuccino. Flavor is not unpleasant, it's just watery and weak, a lot of foam, so I would say like around 5.
So that was gas station number 4, and we are ready for the last one. Number 5, more. Let's see if the last station can beat the current winner. The last espresso and last cappuccino to taste. Are you excited?
I'm excited that it's the last one.
It was the first cafe done by barista, even though it was more automatic machine. And we could get it into the porcelain cups as well, but for the consistency we took it to the paper cup.
It's bitter, like dark chocolate to cocoa, maybe some roasted almonds. I would say quite similar to the first cafe, but more bitterness. In the first cafe in Shell, I was really surprised there was some kind of fruitiness. That was the only espresso with fruitiness. This is not bad. I'll give it like 6, but this is definitely the second place.
Okay, so let's try cappuccino, right?
Okay.
If you wanna mix it or not. Yeah.
It's quite large, like it's this big.
I always ask for the smallest cappuccino. Yeah, I don't know what the other sizes.
This is the biggest one so far.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. It's also made on the manual machine, but it's not really manual because I could see that the lady inserted the portafilter and the machine grinds the coffee and it just flows quickly like from automatic machine. Then she knocked out the pack and just inserted it again without washing, and then you have another coffee. So it just looks like a manual machine, but it's automatic. Also the milk was steamed on automatic ones. If it was smaller, it would be definitely the best cappuccino. Because there is so much milk, I don't almost feel the coffee, but it would be the nicest cappuccino, but it's more like a latte. So I would give it 6.
This would be the best, right? Like in this picture. Good. Okay, so we have it. 5 gas station coffees. Okay, so let's sum up the results. The best tasting espresso we had at Shell. The best tasting cappuccino we had at Mall. The price was also higher, not very far from specialty coffee shops. Yeah, what do you say about what you just drank?
It was challenging because everything was, I think, commercial coffee and a dark roast. But for me, the best one was definitely in the Shell station. Also, what I found, like some gas stations, you could choose the coffees, and others you don't have a choice. You have 3 hoppers with the same coffee, so they don't care about giving you option. It depends on who is working there, I guess. The cappuccinos were quite similar, very watery, a lot of foam, so that was kind of expected. You just get a milky beverage with some coffee flavor. Only gas station from those 5 today which offered like a manual espresso machine, even though it was more like automatic, but it looked like manual. and they steamed you milk, and they offer coffee in the porcelain cups, which is really nice, so you can enjoy it at least a bit more than from a paper cup.
And still, if you have a chance to drive a little bit more and find a specialty coffee shop, perhaps using our mobile app, we strongly recommend that. Okay, so see you in the next video, and let us know what challenge we should accept next. Cheers, bye-bye. And the best part about having coffee at the gas stations are the very, very healthy, unhealthy snacks there.